Hi, now we have Jim Fox,
Right.
Enterprise Board Cavan.
Yeah.
Is it Chairman? Is it of Enterprise?
Assistant CEO, Cavan Enterprise Board.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And tell us, what does Cavan, Taste of Cavan mean to the Enterprise Board?
Well, we're delighted to be associated with the event today because it brings together kind of a lot of small food producers in the one room, which hasn't happened before. Over the years, we have certain events that we've done with neighbouring counties to bring small producers together with a view to encouraging, I suppose, enterprises to look beyond the current local market, to be innovative and to develop new products. And sometimes when you get them all in the room together, it develops an energy, and that leads on to other things. And even for today, for people who are not even in the food business already, but are thinking of getting into running their own business, today provides some insight as to what that might be like, and it gives them some motivation that it's something they could do. Because, the businesses that are here, many of them are only fledgling businesses as it is. Some are long-standing ones. The large ones we see like Lakeland and Liffey Meats are long-standing large employers, but then that goes right down to the smaller food producers. There's one there called Moran's Mega Jam, which only started up a year ago. You have the likes of Bridgefield Farm Ice Cream that's only on the go a couple of years, and you have Nutri-Snacks, which is only there again in the last year and a half, and they've started just spotting an opportunity and getting on with it. So it's great to have them all in the same room, and hopefully it leads to other things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like you said, it builds a great energy within for everyone mixing together for whatever level they are at business. And it's a great networking event as well.
It is, because running your own business, it can be a lonely thing as well. And all these businesses are out there looking for new customers. To put them in a room together and invite the customers here gives them a bit of an advantage. And you have to have a critical mass in the room here to make it worthwhile for major buyers to attend, because they don't all. It's hard for small producers sometimes to get that opportunity. It's hard to get that interview. But if they're in a position like here today, effectively we set them up on a platform to show them at their best, and to present their case and to look for new suppliers. And we do know that there's Musgraves and SuperValue and Dunn's, and people have been here today and having a look around, and even some of the local SuperValue managers and owners would probably have spotted brands and products here today that they weren't fully aware were being produced in their own county. And hopefully that leads on to small, getting listings for some of those producers. So it's great that we've had so many producers here today. There are probably many more others again that aren't here today, and when they see this event will be, queuing up to be here next year if we can put it on again. But today has brought together, I suppose, the IFA and Teagasc and the County Council, ourselves, the Enterprise Board, and bringing together all our kind of strengths to put something on and bringing the numbers through the doors. It's important that they do taste the product here, but to see products they've never seen before, and when they go back out to the shops and they recognise them on the shelves, and it gives them an extra involvement in the product to see them once they've been there and talked to the promoter. It means a lot more to a consumer. They've actually met the person making it, I think.
Yeah, the face behind it.
It does. It gives them an involvement that they wouldn't have otherwise had, and that's all. That's building a brand,
So it's a great door-opening event for people, for small producers and everything.
It is, and having the experience, like we've all had farmers markets and we've all had some other smaller events, the more times people get an opportunity to present their product at such an event as today, they hone their skills in displaying their product, they hone their skills in selling to the consumer, because some of these producers are selling through agents, some of them are selling to retail outlets, and they don't always get to meet the final customer. So it gives them extra feedback as well to meet them on the ground here and get honest to God feedback as to what they think. So some of this leads on to confidence building in some of these producers to attend and show at larger events. In fact, every year there's a large food event called Shop in the RDS, which is every September, and two of the producers here today actually attended that event. Moran's Mega Jam out there and Nutri-Snacks both had stands for the first time at that event in Dublin, and they would have met national buyers then from right across the country, and would have done some good business in opening new accounts from all ends of Ireland. And they would have learned from that event, and the producers here today, other ones that maybe it's their first time, will learn and give them the confidence to go on and do that, and hopefully not just in an Irish context but also further afield as well. Because at a national and international level, Bord Bia often run roadshows and events and bring along small food producers to attend those events, and opens them up to a much bigger market. So all in all, it's great to see the numbers here today. It's great to see the enthusiasm and the energy in the room, and it is the first time this has been run here. So thankfully we've got, it's been a success for many people.
And finally, Jim, what advice would you give to any new producer that's going out and wants to market themselves or get their name out there?
Yeah, well, firstly, it's about making it all happen at the start is the most difficult point. You have to have confidence that your product you're producing, firstly, has a market. So, before you go anywhere, it's about getting the business plan right and doing your market research. And if you can, try to satisfy a niche that's out there. Don't try to be a bog standard product that everyone else has, because then you're probably going to result in competing only on price. So you have to build a brand, and you have to build a story behind that brand, and then you have to package it right. And then in terms of delivery, service, value for money, that's a given in the market. So all that thing has to be behind the scenes anyway. But if you spot a niche, and if food is what you're into, because running a business, any business, is a 24/7 operation. You live, breathe and sleep this thing, so you better like what you're doing if you're getting into this.
So that would be the main key thing, like what you're doing.
Because it's like anything in life, it's like, marriage in haste and repent in leisure. If you get into something you don't like. So, find something you're passionate about. And you see some producers out there who are very passionate about the some of the products they produce, including the likes of the cheese makers like Silke Kropp out there, who that's their lifeblood, and anything you want to know about cheese, she'll know. And
it's great to meet people like that with that knowledge and information.
Absolutely, because that gives you, it's much more than just the product you buy. You're buying into that enthusiasm, and every time you consume that product, you remember that promoter. I think, and you never forget it. If you've had a good experience like that, you'll go on looking for that product, and you will tell a good story as well, and you will refer that business on to somebody else. So, finding a niche that you're interested in and that there is a market for, and being, realising that this is going to be hard work, because none of this is easy. There's someone competing for every piece of business out there. So, but if you're passionate about it and that passion comes across both to the retailer or the end consumer, then, if you believe in it, you can make it happen. So it is great to have these producers here today. It gives them another boost in their confidence, hopefully. And we're always trying to encourage companies that are already in existence to innovate, produce new products, because there's always a bit of attrition, and you can't stand still. So whether it be in the packaging, whether it be in the branding, whether it be in new innovative long life cycle, shelf life products, that's the way people have to look at it. And you have to look at who else is doing it in other countries. Keep looking out for new ideas, staying ahead of the posse, and trying to make a buck in the meantime. But it's a tough.
Not an easy job.
It's not an easy job, and it's not easy to make it happen in terms of expansion, because we all know how difficult it is to raise money for anything at the moment. But if you have a decent business plan, and if the funder, be it the bank manager or your friends and family, see that you have the passion to do it and it makes sense, then you will get through that. You will raise the money. But it must be for something that is evident there's a demand for. So, as far as the Enterprise Board goes, we're always looking to meet new people who are looking to set up businesses. We can help them in whatever way we can. Firstly, we meet companies, meet businesses, discuss their idea. We'll play devil's advocate with them. We'll go through their ideas and we'll turn it upside down. Often people come to us with idea that they've passed by their family and friends, and family and friends are probably the worst people to ask, because they will automatically say yes, this is good, just to keep them happy. We have a slightly different angle in it, that we are an independent arbitrator, so we will kind of maybe give them some bad news as well, at least to test them out. And then it's about looking at what supports we can offer them, be it in training programs or one-to-one mentoring. And on foot of a business plan and a good proposition, we can look at the possibility of grant assistance. And you know, so there's a whole range of supports out there.
So if you're looking to set up, you're the guy to go to.
We have an open door there, so it's either myself or Marcel at our office if people are looking to set up a new business. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you.